That was a practitioner if you wanted to know what they look like. He looks Caribbean a little bit. Yeah, probably Caribbean. But that's one of them. I always know because spiritual people always got to prove to the world they're spiritual. I never proved to the world that I was spiritual. And in the act of me never proving that, this is why they thought they could step on me. I don't wear all the garments. I used to wear crystals. I used to wear all that. I don't need it no more. All I need to do is transmute the energy. That's all I have to do. But fast forward, let me rewind back to my apartment. I'm like, okay, I'm noticing some things. I go get a Reiki healing session. I recharge my body. I refresh. That was the most amazing thing that happened to me. I'll break down that entire session a little bit later. I just want to get the gist of the entire what was happening out right now. So it was one night I come home and my back door was open quite a few times. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. And at this time I used to use THC. 111 was just on the clock. I used to use THC, heavy. I gotta smoke a blunt before work, smoke one after work. That's what it was. Because at the time I don't have no kids. I'm grown. I'm working. I got my own shit. Who gonna tell me what? Who gonna tell me what? So now, back to it. I started noticing the same noise I used to hear in my mama's apartment was the same noise I started hearing in my apartment. I'm like, hold the fuck up. We not even about to get down like that. Okay. So I'm paying attention to the maintenance. Foxwood Apartments was my first appointments in Raleigh, North Carolina. Foxwood Apartments. Jamie in the front office was a part of it. And a few other people in there were a part of it. I feel good getting this out. So fast forward, back up. She raised my rent by $1,000 right before move-in date, which was suspicious. Still paid it. It still got in that motherfucker. So it wasn't an issue. Okay. So boom. Now we back it up. I started to see as days go past, I'm noticing, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This feels strange. Something is not, what is this? What is this? I was like, something not right. I think my phone got stolen. I was dealing with another guy named Freeze that I knew prior to. I used to dance for him privately. And like I said, these are men that I was not tricking off of. Tricking is saying mandatorily, I need money. No, these are men that I was hoping to really have something with at some point. But I also was an entertainer. So if you're going to pay me for it, just tip me while I dance, whatever the case is. But if I want to sleep with you because I like you, that's what I would have done. If I really see something with you, that's what I'm going to do. But all that paying for pussy, no. This was never on sale at no point. So let's back that up some more. So fast forward, that phone went missing. A few other little things started happening. There was some confusion. This one particular time, the same maintenance man looked a lot like Shane, who I used to deal with. And Shane, I met back 2019, I think, or 2018. He was an Uber driver. Turns out he was a part of all of this, and he had family that was a part of this, because Shane looks a lot like Mark Andrew Benjamin. Mark Andrew Benjamin looked a lot like the guy who was doing maintenance at Foxwood Apartments. Keep up with me. Mark Andrew Benjamin, I met through Jeremiah Robinson, whose parents and family were into masonry. Chris Robinson, I told you, my sister's ex-best friend. They family were into masonry. Keep up with me now. Keep up with me now. Y'all keep asking why they only want this one tarot reader. Keep up with me. I'm giving you why they want that one tarot reader. Keep up with me. So now, as I'm sitting here paying attention, I noticed at some point a practitioner move in. Before the practitioner movement, I met this guy named Kevin Roberts. Kevin Roberts is a famous TikTok hacker. He claims to be ethical. He's not ethical. He works for the dark web. I also slept with him because he planted this image as if we were going to build together, because I was into business development technology and setting myself up on that end, and he was into coding. So that would have been the ideal kind of partnership in a sense. No, he was placed on my path. He was controlled by the algorithm. It was purposely done. And his entire job was to get enough energy, lower it enough to where he could either sacrifice me then and there or traffic me the way they were supposed to traffic me, however that was supposed to have been done. Who the fuck knows? But I do know once I slept with him, that's when I got another awakening where it was like being in his physical energy. That's when I heard the gaslight and I started to pay attention and understand all the things that were happening and what was going on and X, Y, and Z. So this motherfucker dips out for like 3 days while I'm there. I probably was only there like 3 or 4 days anyway, something like that. He dips out. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? I would never forget, I used to do ecstasy when I danced. Come back. That second day after I slept with him, he turned over and he looking like he looked like he didn't want me in his fucking bed. I'm trying to be all nice and I'm happy, I'm excited. I'm thinking that somebody, he like, I'm guessing whatever he put in me was supposed to take me out. Whatever he laced my stuff with was supposed to take me out. Whatever he might have drugged my water with was supposed to take me out. That shit didn't work because, like I said, I did ecstasy in the past. So I knew exactly that same vibe of energy when I woke up, exactly what was happening. And how did I know what was happening? Because that same sluggish come down feeling is what I felt. So I'm like, that's familiar. So I knew for a fact that I was drugged. So I got into my sun work, my yoga healing in the backyard. The lady of the house was actually her son was military. He controlled it as the Airbnb, but she owned the house, and she was some kind of foreign European or Russian or something. Excuse me. I just broke my fast in the worst way possible. I shouldn't even ate that shit. That's a spiritual burp for you though. So as I'm there, I'm noticing all these little things happening, the stuff his friends saying, he dipped out, he's gaslighting, he was like something drugged. He said that literally to his friends. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So it clicked in my head. I'm like, nah, bro. So they had these big ass murals of Jesus Christ in their house too. Christians, Masons, devil worshippers, pay attention to what I'm telling you. They had all these big murals of white Jesus in the house. And I come back out from sun healing and cleansing, and I look at the picture, and that motherfucker say, you need to leave, you're about to be sacrificed. This whole weather changed as soon as I started telling y'all this story. It was not just feeling like this. I guess the angels wanted me to finally speak. So, as I'm saying, I'm like, nah, something ain't right, something ain't right, something ain't right. What is this? What's going on? So I started feeling it and I started understanding. I'm like, okay, I gotta get out of here. So I'm calling his phone, trying to check to see where he at. He's not answering. He's not picking up, but he's texting back. I'm like, hey, where are you? X, Y, and Z, Descendant of 3. He's like, oh, I'm Descendant, I'm here. I'm going to be on my way back. I got to drop the computer off. I'm still doing this. Nigga never made it back. But the